Hey, I'm Nate Savage and welcome to this guitar lesson. This one's going to be a little bit different because I have a challenge for you. It's called the 100 scale challenge. If you've been struggling with your endurance, stamina, or just memorizing some scale shapes, this lesson is going to be awesome for you, and it's going to be a great practice point to add to your daily practice routine. Now, part of being really comfortable with your instrument is having the stamina to play for a long time without getting tired, and knowing the scales you're using so well that you really don't have to think about them. And when it comes to stuff like this, repetition is your best friend. So the idea with the 100 scale challenge is to pick any scale you want and see if you can play it through 100 times without stopping. This is going to do two things. It's going to improve your stamina on the guitar and your endurance, and it's going to ensure that you really have whatever scale shape you're working down very well. And one thing that I really want to emphasize here, I'm not talking about pushing through any kind of pain barrier or anything like that. I'm not about that. I'm just talking about building endurance. So when you do this, you're not going to want to feel any pain, but you are, going to want to feel burn, kind of like you're working out or something like that. And, if all you can do is 20 times through a scale, that's a great place to start. What you're going to want to do is work up to that 100 times through the scale. It's kind of like a long distance runner. When they first start out, if they're going to want to run a marathon, they're not going to start out running the whole marathon. They're going to start with a few miles and add to that few miles until they work their way up to what would be the 100 scale challenge. So do this, pick any scale you want. I'm going to be using the A blue scale in this lesson. You can use that one if you want. And the idea is to just get as close to 100 times as you can without any pain. And this is going to build your stamina and help you memorize this scale shape. You can play it all pick notes. You can pick every single note. You can play it legato. But the important thing is that you play it cleanly and just do it as much as you can and try to reach 100 times. Now, what's probably going to happen when you start this is you're going to start playing through the scale and it's going to be fine. You're going to be going through it, make sure it's clean. After you play a certain number of times through this thing, you're probably going to start to tense up. That's just what happens when we concentrate and we're not used to playing this much. If that happens, try to make sure to stay relaxed, shake it out, stop for a second, and then try to start up again. Now, I have a couple tips for you when you're going through this. I do this occasionally, like I'll do it for a week and then I'll take a month off of it or something like that. So one thing that I do when I play through like this A blue scale, when I play it through once, I have the number 1 in my head. It's real easy to get sidetracked and lose count of where you are. So I visualize the number 1. I play it again, I visualize the number 2. I play it the 98th time, I have the number 98 visualized in my head, right, all the way to 100. And I may not play it exactly 100 times, but it's going to be pretty close because I'm keeping track of how many times I've played it. Also, one thing you're going to watch out for is don't hold your breath. I've seen a lot of people, and when I first started this too, would hold my breath just because I was concentrating so much and trying to keep things on track. Don't hold your breath. Breathe and relax. And one other thing is you might want to do some warm-ups, some just mild warm-ups before you even start trying this. And if you do this for a week, I know you're going to notice a difference in your playing. Your stamina is going to get better. The scale shape that you're working on is going to get better. And just to change it up to make it more interesting for you, you can start ascending if you want. You can start descending like the next day, right? Just to change it up. Also, you can count up to 100 or count down from 100, whatever you want to do to make it fun for yourself. After you finish this, you're going to be nice and warmed up, your stamina is going to be high, and you're going to have a really good feel for whatever scale shape you're working on. So what I would recommend doing is pulling up a jam track and applying that scale that you're working on to some real music. Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to see more lessons like this, just let me know by liking the video or leaving a comment below. I just launched a brand new guitar lesson series that you can get for free right now. Just go to guitarsystem.com/free-series. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me play my A blue scale 100 times, but I will do it a few times for you.